REMARKETER. Empowering Realtors.
Good morning. Thank you very much for joining me today. So we'll be talking about landing pages today. It's an important aspect of your website, and it's a dynamic aspect of your website as well, meaning that it's a part of the website you need to perhaps change every once in a while as you're targeting strategies might change over time. As part of your business, you'll be targeting several different audiences when you're configuring your marketing elements, most importantly your website. And that might include a wide array of different prospects and different parts of the market or target audiences that you might want to be communicating with or catering to their requirements and needs. That being said, it might require for you to create and maintain several different landing pages in order to be able to cater to all of the requirements of these people. Now, it's tempting for you to try to be as broad as possible in your marketing strategies, and a lot of you might argue that I'm a realtor licensed to work in Ontario, and I can probably service anybody who has any intention to purchase or buy a property in anywhere in Ontario. It's cool to say that. It's a fact, but the important thing to consider for your business, for the sake of your business, is that you need to be focused. It's a competitive market, real estate, and you would have to be able to focus your attention in order to be able to thrive going forward. Now, not only, basically, this is not only a matter of marketing intentions, but it's also a practical element of your business as well. Real estate, at the end of the day, requires a lot of local know-how, local knowledge, and local presence, and therefore it is a very specific and deep understanding of the consumer as well. That the only reason that I've been working with a realtor is because of their deep understanding of the local market. So that's even more a better reason for me to also focus my marketing strategies as much as possible. So I said all of that just to get to this point that when you want to configure your website, when you want to be able to create landing pages, when you want to customize your website in order to cater to specific requirements of your target audiences, try to focus on the important parts of the market that you have the knowledge and you have the presence and you have past history in. So if you have had you've been born and raised in, let's say, I don't know, London, Ontario, and you have had your real estate business established in that area, even specific parts of the city. That's what clients or prospects would want to see. Your expertise there, your roots and history there, and also your past transactions there. How many properties have you been able to purchase in the different areas that you have worked before? How many properties have you been able to sell in the different areas that you have worked before? So all of these considerations are important to make. And what we'll be looking at today is, how to bring these up to the front and present your expertise to your clients in the form of custom sections on your website, as well as obviously customized landing pages. All right, so let's go ahead and start working on a few different examples so that you can see how the system can enable you to really create several different or implement several different approaches for targeting your audiences, basically. All right, so first things first, let's take a look at your website. So your website already has some built-in landing pages that are designed to express the fact that you have some expertise in certain areas. So one of the things is the market reports section. So under market reports, you know that you're able to select up to 4 areas. And the reason why we wanted you to select up to 4 cities basically is, again, this is as broad as you want to be in terms of, a real estate niche that you want to establish. Of course, it's possible to expand that, to customize your website to include more than that, but that's not the idea. The idea here is focus and intention there. So for instance, if I take a look at the new market reports, there are call to actions here, which can also encourage the viewer to register as well. So this would be considered a landing page, an informative landing page. What it's doing is that it's providing the specifics of new market real estate market analysis, and if that's what the audience is looking to gain, this landing page is providing exactly that, with some subtle call to actions for the viewer to register. So you would be able to generate leads from this for this website, for this landing page, but it's a subtle approach right here. So this is one example of how the website is configured and allows you to configure it to to specifically target your audiences. So immediately looking at this website, you're going to understand that this realtor, whoever it is focused in these areas: North York, Newmarket, Aurora, and Vaughan. And it makes sense because it already covers a large geographical area. And obviously a realtor who's licensed to work anywhere in the GTA, for instance, or beyond, can do so, but it's much more important for me to express the areas that I have expertise in order to be able to generate relevant leads, and for people to be able to establish a bond and a relationship and a trust with me. And that is the most important and crucial factor of the website. So if you're running a non-branded website that's supposed to just simply generate leads, and you're distributing those leads among several different members of your team, that's a whole different story. But we're talking about you as a sole proprietary real estate agent who is focused and knows what the deal is, basically. All right, so this is one. Let's go back to the homepage and check out a couple of other ones. We've got these two, which are mainly the main proposition made to any form of a lead or prospect. So how much is your home worth, which is a home valuation system that we have, as well as new listing alerts. So this would be another tool for generating leads who are interested in purchasing a property in certain areas. Let's take a look at these two landing pages again. So, okay, let's go back to listing alert. So let's continue with this one. So the listing alert is obviously a proposition for a prospect who's looking to purchase a property in a certain area. So that it's pretty straightforward. Get notified as soon as new properties are listed in your desired area. So where do you select the areas that you're interested in, then get notified when that listed properties are available. The information that's required is pretty straightforward: first name, last name, email address, phone number, and then you'd select the type of property. So that's a little bit of information that we would gather from the prospect. So are you looking to purchase a detached property, for example, or and what is the city that you're interested to purchase in? So for instance, are you looking to purchase a detached property in Aurora, and what is your budget? So if your budget is $1 million, that would help the system, as well as you, obviously, to understand and qualify this lead. So they would obviously accept and submit, and you'd be generating a lead right there. Now, let me show you how we can further customize this landing page to better target an audience, right? So right now, this is just a generic landing page. Tell me who you are, and I will provide the service to you. But when we want to be more targeted and more specific, what happens is that you are going to basically try to qualify the lead a little bit further. So you pre-qualify the lead a little bit before they come to the landing page. So you provide some of the facts and some of the information that's available beforehand, and then this would enable the person who views the page to better trust you with the information that you've already presented, and then register this. So by pre-qualifying the leads, what we're doing is that we're in fact creating a better trust relationship at the point of contact, at the point of prospect registration. So let me show you how that can be done. One of the ways that that can be done. Let's go back to the back end. Now, this would be a lead master function, but it's good for all of you to know as well. So if you go to the link builder down here, I'm going to be able to create a little bit further, well, basically configure the page a little bit further here. So we've got three options here: listing alert, home valuation, and single property. So right now we were looking at the listing alert page there. So now I want to change this to already pre-qualify the leads. So basically I'm saying that I'm targeting people who are looking to purchase a detached property with a budget of $1 million. Sorry, with a max budget of or minimum or maximum budget of 1 million. 1 million, is that? Yeah, I think I've got an extra zero there. In the Aurora market, for instance, right? So once I click generate, the system will automatically give me a URL, a dynamic URL that would pre-consider those configurations. So now we have the same landing page, the same thing that we just saw before, but some of the factors are already pre-configured. So you can see these are just listed detached properties in Aurora. So that shows that I'm already targeting people who are interested in detached properties in Aurora, right? So if I am one of those people and I come to this landing page, it's easier for me to trust this landing page compared to this landing page, which is just a general listing alert form. So these are what's already included there. So I already have some information presented to me. I have already some relevant information presented to me. So that's important. The keyword here is relevant basically, and then asked for me to register. And the registration is already catered to me as well. So it's telling me that, get instance, get instant full access to new listings in Aurora, right? So that's a little bit easier for me to trust, and therefore the quality of leads that will be generated here with this landing page is going to be better than the previous one, which is just a generic landing page right there. So uh, now, if I'm running an ad on Facebook, let's say targeting those people in Aurora, this would be a better landing page for me. And you can see that it's very easy to create multiple landing pages here. So if you go back again to my comments before, we might have to run several different landing pages and with several different campaigns to target these people that are, would require different, would have different needs in the market. So, for example, if I now want to have another campaign running and targeting people who would want to purchase a property in Newmarket, the same budget, for instance, I can easily go ahead and change that to Newmarket. So two adjacent municipalities, so Aurora as well as Newmarket, so very, very close. So people might be looking at these two. But anyways, I'm targeting them separately now. So now I have another landing page right here, which is showing just listed properties in Newmarket, and then requesting registration for full access properties in Newmarket, basically. So if I'm running two ads in, let's say, Facebook, that are, more targeted than, a general approach like this. If I'm running an ad for people who are purchasing a property in Aurora, and then another ad for people who are purchasing a property in Newmarket, these would be relevant landing pages for me to use for those properties, for those ads or campaigns, basically. All right, so this is one way to do that. Let me go ahead and pull up the other landing page there. How much is your home worth? So if you're a Lead Master Package subscriber, the how much is your home worth is also connected with a both of these landing pages are connected to the system and will automatically work. So the system will generate an automated home valuation report and send it back to the prospect here, as well as the fact that those listing alerts will automatically start to fire for buyers as well. So these two would be automatic. If you're not a Lead Master Package subscriber, you'd still have these landing pages, but they're not automated. And you will get the information, and you're going to be able to provide the service to the prospect. Basically, you're going to be able to send listings in that area to the prospect. But anyways, apart from that, we have another landing page here, which is designed to target sellers, right? So here, what we're doing is that we are assuming that you have a home and you'd like to see what is the worth of your home right there. So the way that the system works is that they put in the address, and then once they put in the address, the system's going to ask for some further information about the type of the property, etc., and be able to generate the home valuation report and send it back. So I'm not going to get into that detail right now. We're talking about the alternatives to this landing page. So one alternative to this landing page would be to go to the home evaluation link builder. And here I can be more specific. So if I'm, or, for instance, let's say I'm printing some flyers and distributing those flyers in a certain neighborhood or different neighborhoods of a city, for instance, right? I can be more specific with the landing page that I use on that flyer. So people who receive that flyer would be and are curious to test the system, would be able to land on a landing page that is more relevant than this. So this is just, just put in your address here wherever you are and we'll give you something. Let's compare that with something that's a little bit more targeted. So here, let's say I'm going to uh, target townhouses in a certain area. So let's say, for example, Richmond Hill. So I will select Richmond Hill, and I have generated a link here now. All right. So recently sold row townhouse properties in Richmond Hill, right? So now I've already included Richmond Hill townhouses on the landing page. I've also included some, statistics about, the sales of row townhouses in Richmond Hill. And then I'm saying, all right, so how much is your home worth now? So if now you have a townhouse in Richmond Hill and you want to see how much your home is worth, put in your address and get started, right? So this way, again, I'm targeting the landing page a little bit better to cater to the actual need of those people. So if I'm distributing those postcards in townhouses in certain neighborhoods, this would be a much better option for me because I'm already providing some information about the market, and it would be a relevant market to the homeowner who happens to include, to own a townhouse in Richmond Hill. So this is already targeting that specific clientele right there. All right. So this is, two automated options that you have to further target and change your landing pages in order to better address and be a better, a more relevant landing page to what the possible requirement of the prospect would be. All right. Next, what I want to show you is how to create your own landing page. That's a little bit more direct. So it doesn't even have to be landing pages that are used for lead generation. It could be landing pages that are used to create more SEO relevance on your website, or create more let's say expertise relevance to the audiences of your website. So you're doing a listing presentation for a property in a specific neighborhood in Richmond Hill. And when someone wants to come back and verify your expertise on your website, if they come to your website and they face a dedicated section to that specific neighborhood in Richmond Hill, again, the bond would be made much better than if you just have a generic website approaching anyone anyway. So again, showing expertise by local focus. So let's go ahead and create a custom landing page. So we'll head out to the website design and the custom pages section. And I'm going to click on Add New. All right, so now we can start building a custom page. I'll do a quick tutorial on the way that the custom pages works, and then we will do a demonstration for you to create one custom landing page, which is targeted basically. All right, so in order for you to create a page here, you have three elements here. You have the page settings, the grid, as well as the HTML elements that are needed to use here. So I'm going to do the page settings first. So click on the button Page Settings, and the first thing that you have to have is a page title. So the first thing that you need to understand here is that if you have SEO in mind and you want to optimize this page for search engines, how you select your page title and how you have your page description added in here is important. So think about it before you add a name here. So, try to stay away from uh, names, page titles, or names that have no connection to the essence of the page. And also try to stay away from, too descriptive naming of the pages. You could use the description, obviously, under the page description. And these are the two items that would be shown if this page comes up in a search result on Google, for instance. So for the page title, I'm going to, for example, say latest homes for sale in Richmond Hill, for example, right? So I can go ahead and add that in there. And then we have the page description. Um, let's say, you can view or browse through. You can browse through the latest listings available and the most recent sold listings in Richmond Hill. Something like that. So a little bit of a description. So before clicking, they're going to know what they're going to see if they click on that link from the search and come over to this page here. And, a little bit more, register to get instant listings, stuff like that can be added in there. So I just put in the page title and the page description. So that's the first thing that I need to do. You can change this afterwards as well, but it will be a little tricky. That's why it's important for you to think about what the page content is going to be and how you want to encourage someone to click on that link and come over to your page here. Now, the next thing is that I'm going to think of the structure of the website. So what do I want to have? I might want to have a title at the top. I might want to have pictures and videos. I might want to have listings show up. I want to have registration forms, etc., etc. So that's what the grid system is for. So for example, at the top, you might want to have a picture at the very top, and that picture is going to take the entire width of the page. So you need one column right there. After that, you might have some text and a video, for example. So you want them to be side by side, text on the left, video on the right. So I need two columns for that. So here's how I am building the structure, and then I will fill these up with the content that I wish to add in there. So let's say right after that, I would like to have some market statistics as well as properties shown. And then underneath, I want to have a form to have people register for that service. Sorry about that. Okay. All right, let's start from the top. So I built this structure that I have in mind. Obviously, you can change that as well. And you can also move these around, so that's no problem. But now we're going to fill it up with the content that we need. So at the top, I need a picture. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to select the image element right here, drag and drop it into my column. And now I can go ahead and configure what I want to do. So for example, here I'm going to select one of the pictures that I have. Let's say, for example, I would like to select this picture. All right, with 100% width, that's going to fill the width, the entire width of the of the page right here. If I want to let's say have a link to it, um, more detailed custom page builder for these little descriptions. But if you want people to be able to click on this and go somewhere, you just have to edit and put that link into the link sections here. And it's very easy for you to figure it out. Okay, so I have my picture right here. After that, what I need is that I want to have some texts on the left and a video, a YouTube video on the right. Sorry, a YouTube video right here on the right. Okay, so I have text and video. So I can go ahead and change the text here. So let's say inform yourself about Richmond Hill before you buy, something like that, right? So that's my section at the top. I'm going to format this. I'll give it a header, let's say an H3, and then some text about, what kind of the services that we offer, our expertise, etc. So I'll add that in there. I also want to change the YouTube video. So all you need is the link to the video. So let's imagine, so let's just go to YouTube and search for, let's say, Richmond Hill. Obviously, this would be your video. So select your video, whatever it is. So let's imagine that this is the property that I want to, this is the video that I want to use. Upload your video to your YouTube channel, and then you just go ahead and copy that URL from the top right here, and we will go back here and paste the URL right there. Again, I want the video to fill the width of my cell here, my column, so I put in 100% for the width, and I apply it. So that's it. The video is now added in here as well. Okay, next, I wanted to have some statistics about Richmond Hill and some properties to show up right here. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to select Market Watch, drag and drop it right here. What was it? Right there. Market Watch. And also a property search. So let me do the Market Watch first and then the other one. Oops, I put it in the wrong column here. So I'll bring this one up. There we go. Let's go ahead and edit it. All right, so what city do I want to show? Richmond Hill. There it is. So I select Richmond Hill and apply. That's as easy as that. So Richmond Hill market statistics is going to show up here. And don't worry if you don't see them properly here, because all of that is going to start working once the page is actually loaded. These are dynamic content, so they're not static. They're not going to show up right here. They will show up when the page is actually loaded. So I just need to select a Richmond Hill and apply changes, and that's it. Now, next, I wanted to have some properties show up here. So you have several different ways to add properties here, properties from your listing manager or properties by way of search and filter. So it says property search will load here. So what do? I just need to configure the property now. So for example, I'm going to say I want detached properties in that are active. You can even select sold if you wish, but I'm looking for active properties. Transaction would be sale. City would be Richmond Hill. You can even let's say I want to target people who are looking to buy a luxury property in Richmond Hill, right? So let's just, we'll make the configurations, but I'm going to say, for instance, the minimum price would be 2.5 million. And let's say the maximum price, you can just leave it off, but you can also set a maximum price as well. Limit would be the limit of number of properties shown on the page. So let's say I just want to show 9 properties at the moment. We're going to apply the changes. And that's it. So that's also applied. Again, it's not going to show up here because it's dynamic, and it will show once you load the page there. Okay, let's add a title in here as well. So I need some text. I'm going to change that to latest luxury properties in Richmond Hill. And I will make this a, first of all, center and a header and apply. All right, so that's what's going to show. And then the listings. I might want to also add a few sold properties. So let's go ahead and add another title below this. Just sold in Richmond Hill. Again, I'm going to center this and give it a header style. Next, I'm going to add another filter of properties right below that. And I will edit this one, say, okay, so here I want residential properties, detached. Transaction would be sale, status would be sold in Richmond Hill, whatever. Apply. So here we had detached properties for sale that were active. The other one was sold. Okay. Next, I want to have a form right here. I'll give it another title. I'll give it another title right here, which says, for instance, register here for the latest updates on Richmond Hill luxury real estate, for example, right? Something like that. Again, I'm going to center it and give it an H3 and apply changes. That's going to be my title for my form. And then I'm going to add a form. Just a form. Let's configure the form. I want to have the first name. It's required. I want to get the last name. It's required. Do I want to get the phone? Yes. Maybe it's not required. Address. You can put in the address if you want to. Let's say I'm targeting buyers, so I don't need the address, city, postal code. I don't need the date of birth. And a message, not required. Now the form tag, if someone submits this, the system is going to add the lead over to your contact manager. You can also tag the lead so you know that the lead came from this form. So let's say I'm just going to tag it Richmond Hill luxury. All right, so whoever fills out this form is going to be tagged as RH Luxury and added to my contact manager. All right, apply changes. You can also have a form redirect if you want to redirect them over to a landing page, to another landing page, or a thank you page, or whatever. You can do that as well. All right, so now I'm just going to save this and go back here, refresh. Latest home for sale in Richmond Hill. I can now go ahead and view it. So you can see the picture that we have at the top. Then we have the description and the video and the market statistics, latest luxury properties in Richmond Hill. These are all over the 2.5 million price point that we mentioned. Just sold in Richmond Hill. So these are some sold properties. And we have the registration form as well. So you can see that I built a custom landing page with all the bells and whistles and information that I have. It is catering directly to the potential buyers of luxury real estate in Richmond Hill. So if I want to be more specific, I can be more specific as well. So let's say I want to only load properties that are in what community are we looking at here? South Ridgeville. So what I'll do here is, sorry, in the custom page builder, I can also further customize this. So instead of all Richmond Hill, I can say that I want the South Ridgeville community to show. Now remember, this community thing here is case sensitive, so you have to be very specific. The S should be capital, the ARC should be capital. And once I do the change here, and here as well, the system is only going to filter South Ridgeville. So I can even modify this. Instead of Richmond Hill, I may say just sold in South Ridgeville. Just like that. I also need to change the limit to 9 here. Let's change this a little bit as well. We might get a few more properties there. Now I'm going to save this, and the same would be applied on the landing page. So now we're looking at just sold in South Ridgeville. So all of these are now filtered to be in South Ridgeville. These are all in South Ridgeville now. And we have a even more targeted landing page, targeting people who are specifically looking to buy properties in South Ridgeville. So all of that information is now available here. You can have all sorts of buttons and call to actions and registration forms, etc. We can even add, let me show you something else here. So instead of a general form right here, we can even have a listing alert form. So I'm going to delete this form right there. We have a listing alert form. We can add that in here. So this is automatically configured to be connected to that listing alert, and the system will automatically send automated updates there. So for example, we can add this, and I'm going to add another section, let's say between these two. Right here with the text that says Find out your home's worth. Own a home in South Ridgevale. So now I'm also targeting possible sellers there. And I can add the home valuation form right there as well. So save it. You could point them to the home valuation landing page, or you could just include the home valuation landing page form right there. And I can just go ahead and refresh. And now we have two separate call to actions right here. So if you own a home, add your address right here. If you want to purchase a home, put your criteria right there, and there we go. Now, uh, it's not the best practice here to target both buyers and sellers on the same home, on the same landing page. I just, created it so you can see it. If you want to do that, it's best for you to create two separate landing pages, one to cater to buyers and another one to cater to sellers. It's important because these are very different, demographics, and you want to be able to target them separately. All right. So this is also the way that you can create custom landing pages that are very specific, and they're narrowed down to specifically targeted audiences. And this is the way that you can increase the quality of the leads that you generate by directly approaching them and providing them with parts of the information that they already need. So someone who already sees information on real estate sales and statistics there, some properties that are available, some properties that are sold, they would have a better, they would be able to better relate to you compared to, all the other realtors who are advertising and promoting the same service without really being relevant to my needs. And so this way, I'm going to, have a better chance generating more quality leads right there. Awesome. So let me go ahead and stop here and take some of your questions. So let me go ahead and take a look at the comments that you have here. Great. All right. So with the first question from Farhad, how do you get the QR code for the website? It's off topic a little bit, but I'd like to thank Mahira for providing the answer right there. So thank you very much, Mahira. Farhad, if you haven't seen this, it's the comment right after you. And she was kind enough to give you the answer. So yes, if you go to the profile under basic info and website address settings, you're going to be able to find the QR code right there. If you have any trouble finding it, please get in touch with us and we'll help you with that. Again, another kind comment from Farshid. Thanks a lot, Farshid. He was able to also help Farhad with the information right there. All right, so next question is from Sarah. Thanks a lot for the question, Sarah. How can we share this on our social media in order to target them for home valuation page? So it's basically up to you, generally speaking, to promote it, but there are several ways here as well. So let me show that to you now that the question came up. So for example, you can go to the graphics section right here, and you can build an ad right there. So this is a general card that you can use for creating such ads on social media. Graphics, it says. So select this. And let's say we want to create an ad for the page that we just created. So there are several options here. Home valuation, listing alert. So for example, here. Get notified when a new property is listed in your desired area. All right, so now I can go ahead and start changing these as well. So new listing alert, get notified, visit demo.remarketer.ca. So that can be changed now. I can go ahead and paste it in here. I will format this to an H2, bold or not bold, whatever. Let's format this to an H1. Okay. Get notified when a new luxury property is listed in Richmond Hill. See, now I'm being more relevant, right? So I'm adding the keywords in there, and then you can even add link in profile. So these are the way that you add links, for instance, if you're using Instagram, for example, and then include that link in your profile, the link to that page right here. So this link, right? This would be the, Richmond Hill luxury property finders, right? Anything else that you wish to mention here, you can do that as well. Luxury properties are hard to get or sell really fast in Richmond Hill, right? So whatever your objective is, here I'll select this. All right. So luxury properties sell really fast in Richmond Hill. Get notified when a new luxury property is listed in Richmond Hill. There you go. Link and profile. If you want to change the background image, so let's say we want to change the background image to the same image that I used on my landing page. So I just select that and I can go ahead and download this image. Once you download this image, you can post this on your social media and you can boost it on Instagram, for example. So that's how you can easily, sorry, I didn't even show you anything. Let me do this from the top. So I went to graphics. I selected the general card right here. You have different options, home valuation, listing alert, that's built in for you. Or you can add your own content in there, right? Get notified when a new property is listed in your desired area. So I'm just going to type in here again, Richmond Hill luxury properties sell fast. Get notified when a new property is listed when a luxury property is listed in Richmond Hill. And then I'm going to say link in bio, something like that, right? Heading 3 or heading 1. Something like that. And now I can go ahead and download the image. If I download this image, and by the way, I also showed that you can also change the background image to what we used on the landing page. And I can go ahead and download the image right there. So with the use of graphics, you're going to be able to create a post like this, and you can go ahead and share this on your Instagram and then boost it on your Instagram with the link to this landing page in your bio. So people can click on it and go to your landing page. page. If you're sharing on Facebook, for instance, you can include the link in the comments, and you could just link the same thing over. So it depends on the platform that you're sharing, but this is one way to do it. You can create an ad, you can create an ad campaign, you can be a lot more sophisticated in your advertising, but this is pretty much a very easy and fast way for you to create an ad and share it on your social media and be able to quickly generate some leads right there. All right, so hope that helped there. The next question, Carmine, thank you very much for joining us. Carmine, how do I change what you will receive to look like in the example of the shown example? All right, so you're not going to be able to change this. Let me show you that. Let's go to the website. Let me get rid of all these extra stuff. All right. So you won't be able to change this in the system landing page, because this is a system landing page. If you want to change stuff here, now you know. You can easily go ahead and create your own page. So this can be added. We just added it to a custom page. This can be added. We just added it to a custom page. And then whatever you want it to show down here can be shown afterwards. So if you want to customize this page, your way to do is to go and use the custom page. So these are exactly the same elements, the listing filters, the call to the form, and then you can have anything else underneath here or not have anything at all. So use the custom page builder if you want to customize the landing page. If you just want a quick link, that's the link builder option that I just showed you, which will give you a quick default link with all of our configurations in it. So that's the difference. So you won't be able to change that, but you will definitely be able to create the identical thing using custom landing pages there. Next question is from Rajwinder. Thank you very much for joining us. So yes, you are right, and thank you very much for pointing that out. If we go to the link builder here, to the custom page builder here, it depends on the tier of your subscription. This is a Lead Master Package subscription. So if you're a Webmaster Package subscriber, you would only have text, image, button, YouTube, Vimeo, code, as well as forums. If you are a Business Master Package subscriber, you would also have listings as well as Market Watch. And if you're a Lead Master Package subscriber, you would have the properties, which is the search function, the listing alert, as well as the home valuation alert as well. So if you wish to be able to build more sophisticated landing pages like this, and you need these features, you need to be in Lead Master Package subscriber, you can contact us if you wish to upgrade. And if you need functions for Market Watch as well as listings, which is connected to your listing manager, so you'd have to manually add listings to Listing Manager. For that will be Business Master. And if you just simply need registration forms, that's any package pretty much that'd be available. So depending on your subscription tier, you would need to be able to, you will have some of these functions available to you. Next from Sarah, for pre-constructions, yes, we can definitely have a session on pre-constructions. I think we have had some sessions from the past, so please go ahead and review the videos available under the Academy tab right here. So these are all of our past emails, and webinars, and I'm sure you can have you can find some videos there pertaining to pre-constructions, but it's definitely a good idea to revisit that subject as well. So in the coming weeks, I'll make sure that we have something going for pre-constructions as well. So thank you for the suggestion. And yes, I do apologize for not sharing my screen earlier. So I hope next time around you were able to see what I was talking about. All right. And the last question from Aslan. Thanks, Aslan, for the question. How do I upgrade my account to lead master? So basically, what you would need to do is you would go to your payments under your account right there. And here you can apply for lead master. So if you apply for lead master, it is not going to charge you until your next payment cycle. So you could definitely test it. And yes, if you wish to downgrade afterwards and it didn't work out for you, contact us, and within a month we will be able to reimburse you for any charges or keep it as a free trial for you. So no problem, just go ahead and upgrade, and if you need to go back within a month, we could certainly arrange for that package to be reimbursed to you if any charges were made during that time. But I'm sure if you upgrade, you're going to like all the features and functions that are going to be added to your system, and you're definitely going to be able to benefit for the little bit extra that you'd be paying for Lead Master. If you have any problems with the upgrading of your package, get in touch with us and we can certainly help you with the upgrade. All right, so I think that's the end of the questions. Thank you very much. It was a very extensive session today. I hope it was informative for you, and thanks a lot for staying with me. I'll see you again next time, same time, with a different topic, and I do appreciate you guys engaging with the webinars here, and the feedback is always positive. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe. Have a good one.